in the fish room today. It's Sunday, have the weekend off. That doesn't really matter to you because it could be any day, Monday through Sunday. Every day's awesome in the fish keeping world. I have no idea what that even meant, but when fish keepers walk into my fish room, I get a really common thing that they say, and that is that it's really quiet in here. And having super loud aquarium filters is kind of an annoyance to me, and I just don't like really loud sumps and any hang on the back filter. I'm not a huge fan of, because the rushing sound of water gets annoying. And when it comes to how to silence your filters, or what is the quietest filter on the market, let's just first start with the quietest filter on the market. That is the sponge filter. That's what this looks like. These are powered by airlines, and they're really easy to keep. I would highly advise you throw one in the tank. Even if you have a hang on the back filter, these are great as a secondary backup in case your hang on the back filter dies, or they just all of a sudden start working and it's just terrible on your tank. People commonly lose a lot of fish and they die when this happens. And why not add some aeration to the water? It's a double benefit because you get the filtration of the sponge and you also get the surface agitation of the bubbles coming through. And it just adds tons of oxygen. I'll throw a link in the description box if you are interested in throwing a sponge filter in your tank. Super easy. But back to what I was talking about. If you're trying to silence hang on the back filters, there's a lot of shadows in here. Silencing hang on the back filters. Basically, if it's brand new, if the filter's brand new, it's going to be probably pretty noisy because it takes a couple weeks for the mechanisms inside the filter to kind of grow some gunk on it, and it kind of smooths everything out, sort of say. I know that sounds really weird, but it's completely true. Give it a couple weeks, it's gonna hush up. Or the quietest hang on the back filter on the market, hands down, is the Aquaclear 110. I would highly advise you buy it. It's also the best. It's the most quiet. It's got the most powerful gallons per hour. I'll throw a link in the description box if you're interested in the Aquaclear 110. Best hang on the back filter on the market. But if you have another hang on the back filter and you're looking to silence it, a thing you can do is to build a little plastic ramp, say out of acrylic, plexi, plastic, anything. The loudest part of hang on the back filters is where the water falls out of the filter and falls into your tank. So if you build like a little ramp where the water falls into it and it's dipped into the water already, it doesn't have such a far area to fall into the tank. Another factor is raise your water level so that the amount of space where the water's coming out of your filter into the water is less of a distance. This makes it more quiet. But like I said, sponge filters are the quietest filter. If you're looking to just pump up the filtration, and these things work really well. That's all I use in my fish room here, and that's probably what most local fish stores use too, because like a big sponge like this is very powerful. People underestimate these sponge filters. So yeah, I'm gonna quit blabbing about this because I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with this idea. Again, make sure to subscribe, hit up the comment section. This is my other channel where I basically just answer questions people launch off to me. If you have a question, send it over, comment, message me, whatevs. This channel is basically devoted to asking questions, and my other channel is just not asking questions and not answering questions, just basically entertainment. So that's it, guys.